Business Today is brought to you by...
Shouldn't banking start with you? After all, it's your life and we're just one part of it. So no matter what life throws at you, at Scotiabank we guide you through it with people who actually listen and with services that enable what matters most to you. Because at Scotiabank, it starts with you.
This is Business Today. I'm Marlon Madden. The Barbados Investment and Development Corporation, BIDC, has identified manufacturing and product standards as critical areas for increasing the export potential of some local products. Chief Executive Officer of the BIDC, Sandra Trotman, says this is especially necessary in the areas of sauces and condiments and food and beverage. She says the BIDC is in the process of developing a plan that would satisfy all the export requirements for such products and other products from Barbados.
One of the projects we are currently working on, we have been able to get funding from the CSME standby facility through the CDB, and we've engaged International Trade Center, and we have been able to develop a plan for the creation of a shared use facility. And we believe that this shared use facility, using one of our industrial estates, we'll be able to develop a facility that satisfied all of the health and safety standards required for export in terms of food and beverages, but particularly sauces, seasonings, the products that Barbados is known for overseas. So we are at the stage where we are seeking funding to fully build out the facility, and we're looking to have that done hopefully by next year, where we would have our producers share this facility. So you would book hours and you would come in and use the facility for production. We believe it is a project and an idea where we can use the facility for training, for development of product development, and generally improve the standards of our production in Barbados.
With the high cost of living and rising cost of funeral expenses in mind, one insurance company has introduced a new product. Sagicor Life Inc. has announced the launch of its Peace Assured Plan 3 insurance solution, which provides up to $60,000 in coverage for end-of-life expenses. This replaces the Peace Assured Plan 2, which capped coverage at $25,000. Policyholders are not required to do a medical test in order to qualify for the new coverage. Executive Vice President and General Manager of Barbados' operations, Edward Clark, said the product was developed with the realities facing Barbadians in mind, including rising funeral costs, lower disposable income, and the increasing cost of living. The insurance plan offers 3 options, allowing flexibility in the number of years, premiums, and the age at which the plan can be issued. Public servants in Barbados have come in for high praise for holding strain over the past decade without a pay increase despite a steady increase in the cost of living. Leader of government business in the Senate, Dr. Jerome Walcott, said public servants have contributed significantly to the island's development over the years, even in times of economic hardship. For this, he said they should be commended. Walcott was leading off debate in the Senate on the Public Services General Order 2018 on Wednesday.
Where the public servants have borne the brunt of the sacrifices in terms of trying to get this country to come to grips with the economic problems facing it. They're the ones who made most of the sacrifices, and they continue to work diligently in spite of all the sacrifices, the rising inflation rates, the concomitant increase in cost of living, the promises from a Minister of Finance that VAT would only be increased for 18 months, but then 6 years later it continued. And the public servants continued. They continued in spite of the promise that their jobs would be secured, and then watched almost 3,000 of their colleagues go home. And they continued to work. And for that they should be commended.
Now for today's financial tip. No matter how big or small your living room space is, when you're starting a business at home, it is important that you set aside a space just for your business. This is especially necessary if you have clients or customers coming in. That's been Business Today. Join us again next Tuesday. Until then, you can get more business and news by logging on to www.barbadosday.bb, subscribing to our e-paper, and liking us on Facebook. I'm Marlon Madden.